I'm talking to Ana Marie Cox, who's with Congressional Quarterly, formerly Wonkette, or I should say the first and most famous Wonkette. Ana Marie, Bill Clinton just finished speaking. We were talking about what your impressions were of sort of how good of a job he did.
I think he did a fantastic job. He is probably the best politician in America. I think he's a better politician. In terms of retail politics, he's a much better politician than Barack Obama. He really connects with people. And I think this speech was intended, it wasn't so much for the delegates. I think this speech was actually intended for the massive amount of people who are just now starting to tune in.
Right.
And I think that that's one of the reasons why he was the one and not Hillary to say that Barack Obama is ready. He can make that argument. He can point out that he was younger than Barack Obama. And I also think the highlight of the speech, or at least the thing that I took away as being the most important, is when his attack on John McCain is one of the smartest attacks I've heard, and obviously there have been a lot on him, because he didn't try to tell the American people, you thought you liked John McCain, but you were wrong. He's an awful, terrible person. Instead, he framed it this way. He said, John McCain is a patriot, he's a hero, he's been admirably independent on many, many things.
Right.
However, on the two issues that matter in this election, he's wrong: the war and the economy. And I think that's something that a lot of the people in America who bought John McCain's books and look up to John McCain in many ways, they don't want to be told that admiration was hollow, that the person that they thought they liked is not that person. But I think they are willing to be convinced that no matter how much they like this guy or respect this guy, on these issues, he's the wrong choice.
How do you think he did, sort of as a last question, how do you think he did as far as repairing his own reputation in terms of, a number of Democrats have not been happy with him over the last couple of months?
And that's, again, what I'll say, that he was not speaking to those Democrats. I think he was speaking to the massive amount of American people who still have very fond feelings for him and who still remember him as the president during one of the most prosperous and, sort of happy times in recent history. And I think that there are always going to be people that nitpick at his legacy. I think he cares a lot about it, but also I think he's ultimately, I think he realizes that his legacy actually will improve with the election of Obama. That to be the last Democrat to get into office, for this century, for this era, doesn't make him look better. But if he can help elect the first black president, the real first black president, I think his legacy is even more secure.
Okay, great. Thanks, Ana Marie.
Thanks.
How's your drinks here?